All right, welcome everybody to another Unity View broadcast. Today's pregame show is brought to you by Stereo Vision. You guys should definitely go check them out. With that said, today is a great day here in Las Vegas. We're going to have a great game playing today. Right now, we have a game that's playing, but it's not the game. We're excited to see all the great players that we'll have on field today, all the great performances, and everything that we're going to see today. Back to you guys at the desk.
Welcome everybody. Welcome to another Unity View live stream. This is Lidor Bega and
Ami Montoya.
Ami Montoya. Welcome back to another Unity View live stream. We're super excited. We've made some significant upgrades here. As you guys can see, Sin City is starting to line up for their warm-ups here, and we're super excited to be involved with another live broadcast. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. It's going to be an excellent game. It's going to be an exciting game. Sin City FC are currently on the top of the leaderboards at the Nisa Nations League. And I'm sure they're going to try to keep that going for them. What do you think, Ami? What do you think about today?
Oh, yeah. I have a feeling it's going to be a great game. I don't know much about this team, Maricopa, if I'm correct. But it's unpredictable on how they're going to play, the formation they're going to run. Definitely a new team, so I'm excited to see what they're going to bring to this game.
I'm excited too, and we'll remove that graphic for you guys. And please make sure to subscribe. We definitely need you guys, you viewers that are tuning in now. We had a little bit of a delay only because there was a game prior to this, I think, for the SWPL, and we weren't there for that, but we're here for this one, which is going to be so exciting for us, and we look forward to it. So please feel free to be engaged in the comments. Let us know if you think the referee made the right decision or not. We would love your criticism as far as what's going on with the game. We see the comments, and we can put the comments on air as we go, and we appreciate you guys tuning in. So stay tuned. Just a few more minutes left until we hear the starting whistle. And is the game going to stream? He says, yes, the game is streaming now.
I wasn't expecting to be that late with the last game.
Yeah.
I was sitting outside and I look at the scoreboard. I'm like, man, this has been going on for a while. I was looking at the clock and said, I think 37 minutes if I was correct, and I was a bit saddened. I was excited for this one. I'm so hyped for this.
I'm hyped for this too. We're streaming this in 4K, guys, at Canyon Springs High School. What has been the best internet we've been using so far with Unity View, literally the best internet so far. We don't want to jinx it, but it's been great. As always, just stay tuned with us. We'll be right back in just about a minute or two, I think. We'll be right back. Don't go nowhere. And as we're waiting for this game to start, like I said, I'm here with Ami, who's our co-commentator today. And we appreciate you being here today. Ami commentated with us. Last time we did Sin City FC was with their doubleheader where they played against B Pro. Do you remember that, right? Can we talk a little bit about that? Remember that?
That was a long night. It was a lot of fun.
It was a long night.
It was long, but it also gave us a really great perspective into these leagues and how big the level of play can jump. I know I said that a bunch of times last week.
Absolutely. Like, you can tell the difference between leagues, and Nisa Nation is a little bit more competitive, more quicker, on their feet, on their toes a little bit. And, with SWPL, you can sort of tell that there's just a little bit of a slower game. Maybe it's just the kind of the division levels. And honestly, it's because of these players. The players that we're looking at right now on our feed here are Sin City FC, and we've spoken about on how they were just, playing together for a different team last year. So a lot of them have built a little bit of chemistry and momentum with each other. And that's why Sin City is so good. Especially with their A team, is because of this built-in chemistry that they've had prior. That's kind of what it is. And for Union Maricopa, sort of a new team for us. We haven't broadcasted Maricopa just yet, but we are excited to see on what they can do and what they can bring to the table here. What do you think about Union Maricopa? Do you have any prior knowledge about them?
I have no knowledge about them. I remember last season when they were talking about, I believe they're from Arizona. I don't want to get that wrong. I know I think they're from out of state, so that travel team and just the vastness of this league and how it's growing, it's very exciting because the play here in Las Vegas versus, let's say, I know that there's teams in Utah, Arizona, they're completely different play styles, like how Sin City love to play.
Why do you think that is? Is that because of the weather or something? What's the play style there? Is it the turf?
It
Different
could,
fields? Are they playing on grass over there? What's the difference?
it could be the weather. I know that Arizona, it's hot. If they play on the turf, that would be torture. We already know how the
Yeah.
turf gets here. During
Turf
summer.
here in Vegas especially, and it's been like this. I mean, I used to play soccer in different states, so I mean, it's not just exclusive to Vegas, but the heat here is so bad that, especially when you're playing with synthetic shoes on the field, on the turf, it's just that it burns your feet so much. Luckily, Sin City is playing, a little bit past sunset, so hopefully that the field is a little bit more cooler to their feet here, or a little bit nicer.
The weather is beautiful. There's no. I remember last week.
As we're
that there
sweating
was-
here behind the scenes. No, I'm just kidding.
Only in the box it's hot. But last week, our last stream, we were dealing with a lot of wind resistance with the ball. You could see when they shot the long balls, specifically the keeper, it would kind of stop very high in the air. And now it's a really beautiful night.
Yeah, it's
nice
nice.
and warm.
It's nice. What do you guys think about the audio? We made a little bit of an upgrade thanks to our crew member Davis, who worked so hard. One of our camera operators, which by the way, now that we're here, we'll give a shout out to the entire crew. Our PA today, Sammy here, who actually was our reporter who did the pregame show. Thank you to Sammy for his contributions and for helping us make this the show that it is. Both commentators, me, Lidor, and Ami are unfortunately kind of injured behind the scenes. We both are going through leg surgeries, you can say, different procedures, because we love the game of soccer and we get injured playing soccer, and we'll fight for our lives playing this game, and we'll broadcast it no matter what situation. So both of us here are kind of with our feet up here, having to elevate it. But nonetheless, we're here, and thank you to our crew for making this possible. Again, Davis for contributing to making this setup so incredibly intuitive, and our other camera operator on the field today, which is Danny Films, one of our newer interns. We hope to have him continuously moving forward, and that's what Unity View is about. We give people the opportunity, the experiences to learn on set and what it takes to become a sports camera operator, reporter, commentator, director, you name it, we do it, and we want to give you guys the opportunity to join us. So if you guys are interested in learning this kind of craft, Unity View gives the opportunities to people like you to try that, and feel free to reach out to us. You can find us on Instagram and everything. I'll put another graphic on here. I believe we have one. But nonetheless, thanks to you, Ami, for pulling up and for being here.
Amazing opportunity. I've always wanted to be a commentator. I love the world of sports, not just soccer in general. Of course, this is my personal favorite, but I love just sitting behind a screen or in a stadium in a little box and just getting to talk with my friends about the game and what I'm seeing. It's a lot of fun. You definitely learn a lot more than, you learn a lot on the field, but when you take a step back and watch from the box, you see a good level. You can tell the tactics that you would really never think of, and it helps not only your game, but it helps with so much thing. Another thing, teamwork. You got teamwork up here. You got teamwork on the field. I
know, it's kind of a collaborative environment, you can say. That's how humanity was meant to be. Sarit, thank you so much for the kind words. Wishing you guys a fast and healthy recovery. Yes, we hope so too. We'll be praying on it and trying to get better every day. Ami went through some particular injury here. It's a little bit different than mine, but very similar. Both of us have knee issues now. But God willing,
The beloved knee.
Things will get better, hopefully. And if you guys, with the link here, please share the link. We're going to be trying to do a better job sharing the link and try to promote these games a little bit more. To our 21 viewers in our live pregame show, thank you guys so much for tuning in. It was sponsored by Stereo Vision. A little bit of a background on Stereo Vision, one of our sponsors. They're super, super cool. They're basically all about music. If you love music controversy, want to get stayed up to date with the latest albums, all the new music that's coming out left and right, Stereo Vision, they talk about it. They have podcasts. They argue about it. And they make playlists as well. So if you are kind of stuck on just what kind of song to listen to, they make some very excellent playlists. And it's ran by Miles, Spencer, and Osei. And they are excellent, very excellent channel. You can find them on YouTube and Instagram. So if you're a big music guy and you like, or girl, and you like everything about music, for the love of music, please tune into the Stereo Vision for more.
I would love to add that, I don't know, I saw a few comments. There's a lot of Union fans.
Oh, yeah, I saw that too.
Yeah, if you're a Union fan, light up the comments.
Light up the comments. We would like to see that. Let's go Union. Let's go Union, he
If
says.
you know about the team, let us know a little bit about how they play, what they bring to this sport. Since it's new for us, we would love to get your input on this team.
Dylan also says go FC Maricopa. So we'll see. And I'm super happy that that people from Maricopa are actually watching this, because we want both teams to stay on the same page. We want teams to know that we're doing this, and you guys watching at home to be able to tune in with us. So share the link. We want you guys to watch with other people. Have some controversy in the chat.
Brandon, where's the SD card?
The game should be going off here any minute. Again, apologies for the delay. That's just the nature of... That's a lot of things out here in Vegas. You know, they'll do a lot of events, and it always takes an extra second. But we'll see on if they're going to do the Star Spangled Banner or not. We're not too sure.
I also want to point out these kids for Sin City FC. I think that Maricopa were wearing black. I do not remember.
No, Maricopa is more of like in a maroon red.
Maroon red?
I believe that's the kind that you would say. And then Sin City is kind of adopting the Miami look a little bit.
Mhm.
The pink.
I love the color. I know I mentioned that last time, but the
Well, last
color,
time they had
like,
different jerseys last
Yes.
time. Yeah.
I think they were black, blue, and pink, if I remember, or white, blue, and pink. But the colors, they get my eyes stuck to the field. It makes it a lot more enjoyable. I love when there's a lot of colors on the field.
Watching from Mexico.
Oh, Mexico,
Thank you for
wow.
tuning into the broadcast today. Thank you from so far away. That's part of the reason why we do this. We want you guys to enjoy from far away, no matter where you're at. So that's really awesome. Guys, please click on the bell, so that way anytime we go live, we have another game tomorrow, by the way, but anytime we go live, you guys can get notified about that. We're doing soccer, and our intentions are to do some quirky sports down the line. We have some cool things coming up, and we want to do just sports that you normally don't see on the internet. And I think that Unity View could be a really cool hub spot for development leagues of that nature. I really do like these mics. I can hear
I
myself
know.
now. I feel like I'm on a podcast. This is great.
It took my speech away. I'm listening. I'm like, wow. That's actually really cool. We have a viewer from Mexico.
Yeah.
Getting to watch such, like, I wouldn't say a small league, but like such a tight community in Vegas with the league. And
Right.
slowly growing out, California, Arizona, Utah, like I said earlier. And to have a viewer from a different country is pretty cool, actually. It shows like where we can reach and
Yeah.
where we can bring this. Hopefully we can bring it farther.
And hopefully this game will start soon, because we're both waiting here patiently with you guys. And as always, subscribe. Hopefully we can see some nice goals today. I want to see something entertaining, some flashy performances by Sin City FC. I mean, like, they're up in the division here. They're top-notch quality level on form. And we want to see them score some ridiculous goals. And if they can, then that means it just gives us the room to celebrate a little bit with them. And hopefully we can see some cool celebrations as well.
Oh yeah. I feel like we're missing celebrations in this league.
A little bit more excitement.
The last game, there was this amazing goal scored by one of my old teammates in LV United, and he just put his head down and just walked back. I'm like, if I scored that, I probably would have ran across the pitch without a shirt. I feel like we need a lot more celebration. I've seen some creative ones too. The creativity, and
Right.
that would make this a lot more fun.
Right.
The goals are great nonetheless. I've seen some amazing goals and amazing passes, amazing saves. This
Yep.
league is really, really amazing. I love it.
Now, we usually do have starting lineups for you guys, and as we intend to show that, unfortunately we can't today. We want to, our interns are a little bit busy today with their finals and the ones that actually came out to help us set this up today. Thank you to all of our interns. But we are a little bit behind because of just the exams that are happening this week. And we would love to get you guys starting lineups next time. I do believe I'll be able to read them off to you, though. Let me see what I got here.
games. I believe that most of these people that work here are from college, correct?
Well, oh, what, for Unity View?
Yeah.
Yeah, so like I was mentioning before, Unity View consists of a lot of UNLV, because we're starting here in Vegas. This is a startup company from Vegas, so a lot of us are UNLV students or graduates in the film or journalism or even marketing program. And so a lot of us are, interning to get more experience on set to really get a good opportunity to learn. So a lot of us are doing this because we want to. We genuinely love being able to do live streaming and videography, and that's what we do. I think here's we go. Here's the whistles for the referee finally. Can't wait to start this game. Cannot wait. We might have to adjust the scoreboard because Maricopa is not even on the field right now. They are nowhere to be found, Ami. Where are they? Where are these people?
Probably on the way back to Arizona.
On their way back. On the way back, but I don't know where they went. You guys at home and here with us are...
To our viewers in Arizona, did they show up through the front door?
I don't know. Oh, here, I think they're coming. They're towards the back.
Are,
now they're showing up. So it does look like that they are going to be wearing that maroon color a little bit. So we're going to keep it the way that it is now. And
I love the color. If you look at the scoreboard that you have on the stream, the pink and the maroon.
Yeah, it kind of fits well together.
You never see, really.
You don't typically see that, no.
I love when the games are between teams that express a lot of colors.
Right.
I know I mentioned that earlier, but it's like it gives me a lot more attention. I guess I have really bad attention, but these colors are keeping me glued.
And we love to see this because we have a wireless cameraman on the field, which kind of gives the experience a little bit more of a good experience. You get to see kind of firsthand, kind of like a POV shot almost. You can see close up on the field, and we're testing this out, and we find it that it's working great today. Let's not jinx it, but to the 30 people watching, you guys are about to watch a very exciting match, and we're going to bring the intensity back because we want a good game, right? We want you. We want you guys to tune in, and we're super excited. So the whistle will be blown in just a few moments.
I'm looking for a high-scoring game and a close one. I would love to see maybe like a...
Kind of like a head-to-head. One scores, the other one scores.
A 3-2 action, maybe 4-2, something.
Yeah.
Something very close and nail-biting.
I believe we did get texted. Oh, gosh. What the...
I remember the first time that I commentated for Sin City. It was on my own at, I think it was Mater Academy.
Mater Academy, that's where we were not too long ago.
And I had to do the scoreboard on my own, and I had a little mic, and they gave me the lineups by paper. And like I was reading before, I had to sit there and I practiced for a good maybe 5-10 minutes because the names were like little and. There's a lot of unique
we'll talk about the name right now. So at number 00, we got Coronel Ezequiel. I believe he's the striker for Sin City. The guy is quick. The guy is able to get through anything. And he just needs to strike the ball more. So we're excited to see Coronel back onto the field. And then we got Duenas Miguel Jr. at number 12. Gonzalez Jose at number 8. We got Kovac Ethan, number 19. And the first name's being first, so we'll try to flip it around. It'll be number 20 is Mauricio Muniz. And number 30, we have Deshaun Miles. And then at number 99, we have Sterling Peniston John. And number 80, we have Andy Rodriguez. And number 10, we got Roberto Soto. And number 92, we got Brendan Vargas. And number 17, we got Julio Vargas. And that is our starting lineup for today. I believe that's 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah, that's 11. We would love to get a starting lineup graphic, kind of like how we did last time. But teams got to be sending us the starting lineup at least before we get here. And they need to send us the starting lineup so that way we can bring in graphics. As you guys remember, we have the starting lineup graphic. It's very beautiful. But we weren't able to do that today. So hopefully for tomorrow's live stream, we'll be able to do that for Las Vegas United. For tomorrow. So stay tuned for tomorrow's live stream. That'll also be happening, I believe at 7:30. Check out the pregame on there. And we look forward to it. So here we go. here's the game.
As a former defender, I want to say that I'm very excited for Sin City center back. I think it's Deshaun Miles and Penny. I don't remember his name. I apologize, but the way that they're so stable with the ball, and like sometimes they struggle a little bit in tight positions, but they will use their body and they will use it really, really good. And
Right.
Sin City defensively and midfield, they're a really dangerous team.
Yeah, and they are the highlight of the day because of just how good they are and what they've been doing in this league, and they've been really dominant, incredibly dominant.
Yes.
Looks like they're going to make their entrance right now. So let's get ready for this game, guys. Thank you for tuning in with us, our 30 viewers. This is Sin City FC against Union Maricopa. Wait and see if they're going to do the Star Spangled Banner. We're not too sure. My guess is that we won't be, but respect to our great nation of America, the United States of America.
I can sing it for them.
I don't know if that's within the budget. I'm just kidding.
Even if it was in the budget, I'm pretty sure everyone would leave once I start singing. We need to keep the viewers.
Right. Well, here we go. Let's get our scoreboard ready, guys. I'm super, super excited to be back here.
I'm going to be paying attention a lot to Maricopa tonight. I'm really excited for what they run, and since it's a new team to me, like I said already, I'm excited to see what, because Sin City, they run such a unique diamond shape formation, and how I said that they're very midfield strong. I'm really excited to see what this team brings, and I think hopefully it's another midfield strong team, because if we can get some great battles in the midfield, that will be extremely entertaining.
It will be. It sure will be. And as always, share the link, guys. Let's get some more viewers. Let's get some more drama in the comments. We see you guys in the comments. You have something to say. This is a free space to say it. This is Unity View. No judgment here. I kind of believe in the old-fashioned way of the internet. It's kind of different these days, but back in the day, you can kind of say whatever you felt like. Obviously, soccer is more of a rated E for everybody type thing, so let's try to keep it that way. But we like drama.
Give us something controversial to talk about. We would love to.
We could talk about a lot of controversial things. I don't know if you've been keeping up with what happened with the Champions League, but
I'm excited for the final, Inter versus PSG.
Ooh, Inter PSG. Nobody thought that was going to happen, that Mbappe was actually, the year that he leaves his club is the year that his ex-club wins the Champions League. Like what?
I think they're going to win the Champions League against Inter.
That is crazy, and it's all because of Dembele. And Dembele is, he started with Barcelona too. Not that he started there, but he was playing there, and
he played a pretty big role.
He played a big role, but it just did not have the momentum that he wanted, unfortunately.
I'm also happy because I really don't like Barcelona.
I like Barcelona. I'm kind of both. I think
I'm jealous of Lamine Yamal, since we're the same
Lamine
age.
Yamal is one of the GOATs. End of discussion. Yes. 17 years old, incredible talent, super entertaining. The hype is unreal when it comes to Lamine Yamal, and I know that he'll eventually win the Champions League.
Oh yeah.
Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but definitely will win it at some point. Waiting for that starting whistle. Here we go.
Beautiful. We're going to see a lot of passing this game. Sin City love to work with the ball. They make these spaces, as you can see, for the wing. They pull people in. And
right. Tries to make a switch there. Just didn't kind of fall through. Both teams are fighting for the ball.
It's a very energetic start. I'm liking what I'm seeing so far.
Ball goes out of bounds for Sin City. They're going to look to throw this ball in and try to create an early opportunity.
interception. Just a bit hard on the touch when he intercepted that. So far, Maricopa are looking very, very composed on the ball. This is going to be a great match. Ooh, hard touch for that interception.
Let's see. Maricopa looks to switch the field here, trying to pass the ball around, maintain possession. You know, Sin City FC is super good at being dominant all around in the midfield, and their formations, you know, last week or 2 weeks ago, it was some sort of diamond formation, 3-6 something.
Yeah.
I don't know what it was.
Very crazy.
Very crazy
Yeah.
kind of style, untraditional. But I think, like I was saying before, majority of these players are more of like attacking players. Ooh.
That could have been painful.
That could have been painful. Yeah.
That's giving me PTSD.
I know.
from,
I was just about to say that. Like we're a little bit.
yeah.
Our eyes are a little bit more open to injuries, considering that we both went through it from the same sport.
This field seems to be very slippery. I've seen a lot of slips so far.
Yeah.
That's concerning me a lot right now.
And that's you know, Sin City's more attacking. That might be an offside call. No call
I
on
believe that was offside.
Doesn't look like it. They're gonna be looking for that call, but they're just not gonna get that. But overall, Maricopa's got to look to maintain in possession, because Sin City is good at that. You know, maybe they won't score right off the front, but you know, with enough time and enough space, they will create their opportunities without a doubt.
Great pressure. I know I said earlier how I love Sin City's defending as a defender myself. They are so in your face.
Right.
And they will not let you breathe no matter what. And whether it's their center backs or left and right backs, they will suffocate you.
They will. We want to see some action. We want to see Sin City. They're trying to play more in the back these days, which is a little bit risky.
Great play out wide.
Good look to the wide, yeah. Number 19 with the ball, tries to passes it back a little bit. Sin City going to look to clear the ball, maybe push the ball forward.
Ooh, a long ball. That kick looked like it hit him in the head. That scared me. Oh my gosh. Sin City love playing those long balls. They love to pull.
And they're going to look to cross the ball, maybe get the ball in. Ball still in bounds. Going to cross in.
Far cross.
Can they finish it?
Goal!
And they'll finish it! Golazo! Golazo! What a goal!
Wow,
what a goal for
volley.
Sin City FC. Let's rewatch then the Unity Views instant replay. What a goal. What a way to be there.
Wow.
That was good. He kept the ball in the game, in the field, crosses it over. Number 19 finishes the ball.
Beautiful one touch by my old
Beautiful.
teammate Ethan Kovac. Used to play with him on LV United. I know I said that a few times.
What a finish.
That was a beautiful volley.
What a finish. Yeah, that was a beautiful volley
Great
for Sin City
celebration.
FC.
I talked about celebration earlier. We got that.
All thanks to Allah for real. That's how you do it.
Beautiful cross. It was, I think, a little bit of a mistake on the defending. They didn't shift.
Well, they were trying to look for the out of bounds call. You know, he felt like that the ball was going was out of bounds, but Sin City kept going until the whistle.
Yeah, the right back didn't shift in time, gave him that huge opening for the switch.
And so, yeah, that was just a way to be their moment. You know, good cross in, good vision, good chemistry, and that's what Sin City is about. They will definitely do some damage if you sleep on the call.
Oh yeah.
You have to play until you hear a
mistakes you'll get
whistle.
punished for.
Yeah.
For the most part, they're looking really good with maintaining possession of the ball. Had a few slip-ups, but this was expected by Sin City.
Union's going to look to create an attacking situation here. Shoulder-to-shoulder contact. Clean play. And it'll be out of bounds. It will be a goal kick. But we want to be using the instant replays a little bit more often. We got to see some more shots on goal. Sin City will get their opportunity to do so. Right now they're a little bit comfortable playing in the back end.
They start slow and really pick at other teams until they find that.
Well, they tire them out, you know. They get them super tired because Sin City is conditioned real well.
A little bit short on the switch.
Trying to pass it back to the goalie. Potential room for error here.
I remember in the game against B Pro, that's what B Pro struggled with a lot was when they were passing it back as a.
I mean, yeah, that was definitely on how they messed up on that first goal.
Yes.
That's how they messed up on that first goal, was just in the defensive line, right?
Oh, hey, profe.
Union looked to create an opportunity here, but it is
Another
again
offsides.
offsides. Sin City with their weird potential formation here is, you know, leaving an offside trap for Maricopa.
That seems to happen a lot in these games. There's so many offsides calls. These players are very eager to get a step ahead.
Another offside call. Maricopa can just not. It's a lot of offsides. "46 viewers on the stream. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to Unity View's broadcast of Sin City FC versus Union Maricopa. There'll be a call on the field, potential card on the field. Let's see what the referee's going to do. He's going to pull out a yellow card, book number 3 for the yellow card. And that will halt the game for a little bit. It looks like he's pretty hurt on there. He might get up, though. I think he's a tough cookie.
I think he can get up. That was a tough foul, but definitely nothing to stay on the ground. He got the card, drew the foul. Sin City are really good on their free kicks. I know that this one seems a bit far, but usually when they're between the 30 and 20 yard line, speaking in football terms, American football terms, they're dangerous. And any time that they get like a set piece, whether it's a little bit over 50 yards or really close, they'll get the ball and they'll find it in the box. And a lot of teams in these leagues, they don't send as many players in the box, but they will send everything they got into that box, and that's why they get a lot of goals each game.
Right.
Earlier, like I said, with the long balls too. Sometimes they're not as accurate, but when they get it perfect and they get their rhythm going, like that.
Yeah, they'll look for the LBYs, the through ball passes.
LBY, yeah.
Sin City are just maintaining possession here, taking their time. They are up 1-0 in the early half, in the first half. And kind of look for that good
Great
idea.
switch.
What a through ball. Can they finish here?
Just wide.
Ooh, a little too wide there, a little too wide. We're going to see if we can rewatch that on Unity View's instant replay. That was a little too wide, but that was an excellent look of a through ball pass there. You can see on here, he saw it, and he just took that opportunity. Boom.
They don't waste time.
Very good. He was on sides. He bent his run the right way, and it just didn't fall on his boot too well, unfortunately. Come back to the game here.
So he rifled that in the air. Wow.
Adam says, go Anthony. Go Anthony. I hope he does well this game.
Shout out to Anthony. I'm excited to see Maricopa on not free kick, the corner kick.
Corner kick challenge.
Yes.
Maricopa got a finish here. This is a good opportunity for them.
I'm predicting a bicycle.
Let's see. Well, unfortunately, your prediction wasn't it.
I'll get him one day.
Yep. Got to see something flashy happen. I think that we got to look back in the standings, but I feel like that both Union and Sin City. Well, Union isn't too far. They're not in the last place or anything as far as I'm aware, but I think that they are from Arizona now that I think about it.
They are? Okay.
I believe so.
Great interception and great ball.
Great ball for Sin City. Ooh, goalie steps out of the box. It was a good challenge.
Dangerous challenge by the goalkeeper.
It was dangerous, but it
Lucky
was
he
good.
pulled that off. That could have been bad. Wow.
Sin City are going to look for a quick throw in here. Dish it off to the left. Maybe get a cross on. Can he finish? He'll try to get in the box, try to draw that penalty. Will he get a call? No call. Ball is still in the danger zone. With Sin City trying to get the ball back. He goes back into the keeper's hands here. Sin City will keep up the pressure. They're going to try to maintain possession, but also score a little bit more, tire out Union Maricopa a little bit. The ball isn't too much on the offensive end for Maricopa. It's definitely more for Sin City. And they get a call right there. That'll be a free kick right there.
Maricopa look very wild. Not wild in a bad way, but when they get on that offensive side, when they're on the press, and when they have the ball, the way that they just run straight at Sin City is very entertaining to watch. They look just as ruthless as Sin City. They are they're out kicking.
Yeah, they definitely are, but they got to do a little bit more, especially if they want to come back. It's only 1-0 still, so it's very early game, too early to tell. Good cross in here. Try to look. Very
Great
nice
cross.
look. Sin City are doing so well with those crossing and through balls. A lot of coaches will tell you to not force the game, but it doesn't even feel that way. It feels like that they're just looking to lob the ball to a running player.
It's like when you're playing easy mode on FIFA.
Right. That's a foul. Good call.
I love that Sin City's ability to take the ball out of the air. As a soccer player, and if you don't play soccer, you don't realize how hard it really is to take the ball out of the air. And the way that Sin City is able to, as a beautiful interception.
Wait a second, I don't mean to cut you off, but will they get a shot on goal?
What a save.
It was a good save by the goalie. Very good save.
But their ability to get that cross in one touch on the switch was very impressive.
We'll try to rewatch that in the interview's instant replay real quick.
Shot.
And you could see that there was just a defensive error with Maricopa. He couldn't obtain the ball, and Sin City got the ball back, tried to get a shot on goal, and the goalie was there. Did a good job with the stop over there. Sin City, they try to place the ball more than they actually try to strike it. I've noticed that. They don't strike the ball. They try to place it. They try to use the
accuracy.
They try to use like their the inside of their feet, on the side.
They're not going for power.
They're not going for power,
Yeah.
and that's how I play. I go for power because I feel like that no matter which direction the ball is in, if you can hit a banger, it's like what glove is going to stop that?
Beautiful
Good through pass for Sin City.
Ball.
Sin City FC looks for a good opportunity. What a placement!
As we were
What
just
a
talking
placement!
about
As we were just talking about it.
Wow.
Wow, what a placement for Sin City FC.
That's unfortunate for Maricopa. The goalkeeper, I feel like he stepped out a bit too early.
He stepped out just a little bit too
Yeah.
early, but that was a great way to just tap it in there.
Beautiful play.
Beautiful, beautiful. Way to do it, Sin City FC. That is 2-0 for them. And that was good. That was great. That was textbook.
Missing the celebration, though.
Yeah, they need to run to the cameras. They're running to the flags, but we got a cameraman on the field. That's 2-0. 16 minutes into the game, guys. 16 minutes, we've already seen 2 goals. Will we see more goals? A comeback? Anything is possible. Still so much time in the game.
Only 16 minutes in the first half. There is more than enough time for this game to.
But I like that we're seeing goals on me. I like that
yeah.
we're seeing that. You know, it's definitely making it a little bit more exciting.
I love goal-heavy games. If I can get a game with as many goals and as tight as possible, that is my heaven.
Well, maybe if Sin City FC can continue with their momentum, we'll probably see more than just 2 goals.
Oh yeah.
Because you know what they say. You know, what you can do in one half, I can do better, right? So Union
Yeah.
can always come back. But I also believe that Sin City is pretty good with. They mentally impair their opponent a little bit. You know, they kind of catch them off guard with all these goals, and now their opponent sort of feels like that they need to give up, which I never ever recommend. Don't ever give up on your things in life or in the games. No, like you don't stop till the clock runs out.
That's
But-
what Sin City is really, really good
But that's what they're good at, right?
They're
Like
good
that.
at tiring you out.
They tire you out. They kind of make you feel like hopeless and.
Once they physically get you, they mentally get you also.
Right, right. And that's where the chemistry aspect with this team comes from, is just like that they're so good with
Yes.
staying on the same level all the time.
They're playing very much on the left side. That's where they're really dangerous. So I think that this Maricopa right back is definitely tired.
Yeah, you can tell.
Foul. I couldn't tell if that was a foul.
It didn't really look like that. I honestly, I want to rewatch that because it
Yeah.
looked it's a
I
little
don't
challenging
think
to
he
tell.
touched him at all, honestly.
I'm kind of curious. We'll rewatch that just to see on how that happened because he got the ball. I guess he put a little. Number
a
7 put a
tiny
little
touch,
little
yeah.
tiny touch from the back.
Unfortunately, that was a foul, but a very soft one.
Soft, but that's the art of the game, you know.
Yeah. People say that soccer's all about flopping, and they're not wrong.
Well,
But it helps.
soccer used to be a game of show. You know,
Yeah.
you remember Maradona and how he scored that World Cup goal with his hand.
Yes. The hand of God.
It's the hand of God. It's a, you know, I prefer old classic soccer of no VAR, no going back and fixing calls. I just prefer that because part of the game was that you were able to. Hold on one second. Maybe
Sorry.
Sin City. Yeah, can they
Beautiful.
finish? Good dish to the left. Can they
Beautiful
finish it?
ball.
Oh, off
my-
the post.
That looked like that went inside of the
No,
goal.
it looked like that was a great opportunity
Wow.
for Sin City FC. Just unfortunately did not fall right. But that was a great placement. Just a little bit too much to the right.
I wasn't expecting that ball. I was ready for him to rifle it. That was a beautiful ball.
Very good ball. Very good look. Good chemistry. Oh, it's just so
right off the
close.
post. Oh my gosh.
So close.
Maricopa have continued to play with these long balls. They're trying to imitate Sin City, but their accuracy, they keep playing them too far. I think
Right.
I think if they tone it down a bit, they will definitely get a goal or two.
But
Another ball. Just outside.
how you guys doing in the comments? What do you guys think of the game?
It's unfortunately we have a lot of Union fans.
I don't think it's unfortunate. I think it's a great thing. You know, they're in Arizona. They can't really come here. It's kind of far.
Game-wise, it's amazing that they're in here, but definitely not the results that they would want.
As far as the viewership goes, we apologize that the game's not going your way right now, but stay hopeful because there's still so much time for anything to happen. So there's always room for error or open opportunities. And we could see the coach over there. That's Jeanette, and she runs Sin City FC. She started this club. and she's the main head coach of this team, and she kind of runs everything, and she does, not kind of, she does, she goes over and beyond to really plan for everything, and she does a great job with that. Such a personable person, and we're so thankful to be working with a person, a coach like Jeanette.
Gave me this opportunity to start commentating.
Right. So
amazing opportunity. Started on my own and joined Unity View. Another great one.
Yeah.
I'm extremely happy where I'm at, and it's all thanks to her.
Yeah. No, she's awesome. We love Jeanette, and we wish her the best of luck. She did win already one championship with this team. I think it was her first season. Right? She won a trophy, I believe.
Yeah, last season they won, I think, league standings, but the league, that's when I was playing with Elf United. They switched last minute to like a championship format. Like they were only going to do a league table, but they switched last second, and the final was Elf United versus Sin City, and that's where they lost I think their only game. But they did win on standings.
Right.
But overall, the league, they unfortunately lost.
Number 19, he's a good striker. He'll finish the ball real well. He used to play for the Legends too.
This is what I'm talking about when I say that Sin City can be dangerous on the free kicks. This is a perfect spot if they don't have enough people in the box, I don't believe. Oh, now they can really convert off of this. This is where they're really, really dangerous.
See if they can get a cross in. What a header!
Straight to the keeper, unfortunately.
Good header, straight to the keeper's hands.
Placed ball.
Yeah, absolutely. That was a good opportunity. We're going to rewatch that here on the Unity Views Instant Replay. That was a good look. Very good. Sin City has been very successful with that. If he just placed it to the corner that he shot the ball initially to and it hit off the post, then that probably would have went in. And here we go.
Beautiful ball, but just offsides again.
Offsides.
I feel like that's going to be a very big thing in this game is offsides for Union. They've struggled with timing their balls, unlike Sin City.
To our 50 viewers that are watching on the stream, thank you guys so much for tuning in from wherever you're from, if it's from Mexico or from some other state, if it's Arizona. We do appreciate you guys so much. Please make sure to tune in for tomorrow's game. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and to follow our Instagram. It's the same thing, Unity View TV. You will find us. Please subscribe and turn on the notification bell, because we tend to do this pretty often. We'll be doing some cool games and some cool events down the road, and we want you guys to be able to stay up to date with that. But here we go. Union could have an opportunity. They try to get a shot on goal. It was a good first attempt to finally do something.
Unfortunately, not on target, but...
Not on target.
I believe they gave him a little bit too much space there. They didn't close on him.
Yeah, we'll rewatch that and see on how that ended up happening. But you could see that Sin City tried to maintain the ball in the center. It just didn't go their way, and he's just going to try to lob the ball into the goal. It was a good idea. Very, very good idea. Kick is good, just not in the right sport.
Deflected out by Sin City. Some great 1-2 action. High clearance from Maricopa.
25th minute into the half. We got a little bit of time left. We're going to be going to the 45th minute. So you can say that we're about halfway through almost, a little bit more.
I don't think that they'll have any extra time. We didn't really spend too much time on the ground.
No, I mean, I'll tell you what, that maybe it's not stoppage time from injuries or whatever like that. I do believe that the ball has been going out of bounds and has been taking its sweet time to throw the ball back in. So I definitely think that we might get a minute or two.
At least a minute.
But not like how it was in the 22 World Cup with 9, 12, 15-minute halves or stoppage times that they were adding to the half, which made it seem like they were adding a complete new half to the game. You remember that, right?
Yes. Those poor players.
Poor players.
Great touch by 19. Beautiful
Ooh.
tackle by number 30 on Maricopa. Beautifully timed, all ball. That's the kind of tackle I love to see. Looks injured though, unfortunately.
I'm injured. Sorry. Didn't mean to make it about myself here.
Now he gets a little taste of what it's like up here in the box.
Oh, yeah. It's unfortunate, but that's how it is.
Sounded like a pretty hard knock too, and since he get the corner, oh no, throw in. It's not the same guy as last time. He was giving some really long throw in.
Let's see if they can get a long throw in here. They'll try to lob it through. Goalie steps out of the box, try to punch it out.
Dangerous move by the
Union will look for a fast break here. They try to pass it to the middle. Sin City tried to maintain the ball back, but Union and Maricopa are still on the run here. Let's see what they're able to do. They'll try to get a ball online here.
A little too much on the ball.
It's just too much,
I was ready for another offsides. They had a few players offsides. This time it actually took a second. A little bit too much, but they still have plenty of time to fix that.
Goalie steps out of the box, tries to clear the ball out.
This goalie has been playing dangerous all game.
He's taking his risks, but he's also making it known that he is present in this game.
He's definitely had to pay for a few of them.
Referee will take out a yellow card, I'm assuming.
Yes. Is that for the flop or for?
No.
No, that was a goal. Actual.
That was an actual yellow card. Referee convinced you that he was going to hand him for flopping, right? No, that's definitely, it didn't look like a flop to me. And while the stands look empty over there, we can assure you that there are some nice fans here on our side. So there's two sides to the arena. Let's see if our cameraman, he's panning out. So let's see if he'll be able to tilt down to show a little bit on who we got. Unfortunately, we're not able to see it a little bit on the bar there. That's okay. But we appreciate Davis kind of leaning in. You can kind of see.
We got people.
You can kind of see. There's some people here. Not a lot, but there's more people viewing this on the live stream. So thank you guys tuning in.
Hey bro, my camera's low battery.
Hey!
Perfect, thank you.
Just a little miscommunication by Maricopa on the free kick. Did Sin City get the throw in? Looks like Union were closing down on the center backs, but like I said earlier, these center backs are very composed with the ball. That would have, if I was center back, that definitely would have got me. But they have some very, very composed defenders, Sin City. That's one thing that I said earlier that I really love about this team is watching their defense and how they'll throw everything at you.
Right.
And even on the ball and off the ball. It's very fun to watch. Beautiful long ball, just misplaced, nobody out there. A little bit.
Let's see what Sin City can do here. It goes out of bounds.
Under a lot of pressure.
Jason Bello says, "Let's go, let's go." Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate you. He says UnityView has the best commentary. Thank you, Jason. Jason Bello, owner of the Flower Expo, the man, the legend. He's definitely one of our key supporters, and we're so thankful for him supporting us, right? We're so thankful for him being here. He definitely gives me a lot of motivation and good business tips, and we appreciate you. We appreciate everything you do for us, Jason.
The support that we're getting locally is amazing from all the people and some of the viewers.
I love you too, JB. But back to Sin City FC, where
Great
it really
long
matters.
ball.
Good launch, good
Just let it
through ball.
bounce. There was no bounce. That could have been dangerous. I don't believe in letting the ball bounce on these long kicks. Little 1-2 action just missed.
And we'll see what they can do.
Getting a nice little restart.
About 10 minutes left in the half, almost approaching. Sin City are going to look to maintain in possession here, keep it calm, keep it composed. They'll continue to look for those through ball passes, but ideally, you see what I mean, like that one. But they'll try lesser to force it and just keep it in there, keep it on the ground. Easy game.
Switching their view of the field.
It's a pretty game, I'll be honest with you, because they've been playing so long together that they sort of know each other and their moves. And
It's like watching a human
that was a
walk.
mistake. That was a bad pass.
Little
Keeper
long
will
on
step out of the box, maybe.
Union have been really struggling on their long balls.
Union can't get past the 20-yard line without something
They tend
crazy
to
stopping them,
overshoot
or
it.
yeah, you know.
Offsides when they overshoot it. They get too much interception. It's been a lot of interceptions this game. It kind of makes your eyes go like a ping pong. Beautiful ball.
Beautiful ball. Can they make this a good
Defensive
opportunity? Maybe try to cut middle, try to look for opportunities, dishes it off to the left. Ball still in possession for Union. Can they look to create an opportunity here? They'll try to dish it back off. A little through ball into the box. Header goes a little bit
Just
too
wide.
far to the left.
That was probably the best attacking sequence from Union.
It was definitely something.
Yeah.
A little.
It looks
It's
very good.
definitely improving as far as their possession goes. You can see that they look a little unstable. But they'll try to refresh the ball, and which is a good thing because then you have little pockets of openness over there. And
I love that one-touch cross. You don't really
Yeah.
see that. Usually when players get the ball in that situation, they take a touch. But
right.
that one-touch ball definitely caught them off guard because the center backs for Sin City were a bit high up because they were dealing with something else.
Right.
But those playing one touch is it takes you out of the game. And what separates these leagues too is on the attacking side is how quick can you get it there.
No advantage on there. The referee will call the ball, or call to halt the ball, and Union will look to dish it off to the right. Number 30 with the ball. Still stutters a little bit.
Great defending by Sin City. It was by their own attacker. Beautiful defender.
Good defense in the box.
Was there a push in there? Looks like they had a little shoving contest.
So a little information. Diego says that Union Maricopa is missing a few starters that weren't able to travel this weekend. That makes sense because Jeanette did let me know. She was saying that we're short on players or something like that, and I think she was referring to maybe even both Sin City too. I mean, I see most of the starters here for Sin City, but she was mentioning that some people are left behind. So that makes a little bit of sense.
That's one of the frustrating things about the leagues, that when they
Movement,
go to
Lore,
traveling,
movement, Anthony.
sometimes you just miss those key players,
Right.
especially when you have to constantly travel to a different state. It's tough.
But it's tough, but it gives the opportunity for players that don't get as much PT to try to stand out and prove the fact that they are meant to be at that point, at that position.
I believe there was a little clip on the foot.
There's some disagreements on the field here.
Another yellow card.
Another yellow
Wow.
card. This referee is not playing any games.
He must love looking at his shirt because he sure does put the color out in the air. Looked like a little foul, nothing too much. I wouldn't say that's a card, but
Another card he's going to pull out.
probably for some
Maybe,
talking.
yeah, another yellow card for the coach talking. And I totally agree with how this ref is reffing, because I always say that if I hand you a yellow and you are going to give me some attitude with it, you can enjoy another yellow and I can gladly send you on your way.
And just like last time, I love to say I'm the one who gives the attitude on the field.
I'd be doing that too. I'm guilty of it, you know.
I'm
and
so guilty.
I
My
don't-
temper is off the charts when I play. I've come across as a pretty angry player.
That's okay.
Another long ball, a little bit hard of a
Kind of
touch.
slides on the turf there. Gets through both players. Looks to draw the foul again. There's some fighting again on the
Oh,
field.
that is a
What
red.
is happening right now? What is happening? That's a yellow there.
2 yellows.
And a yellow there.
Wow.
2 yellows. Why did he give him a yellow? That's ridiculous. That's crazy.
There was no reason
What
for,
just
for
happened?
number 19 to get that yellow. A red card. I
A
believe.
red card. We got a send-off, everybody. A send-off red card.
That was deserved of a send-off. There was no reason for him to be.
We want to
kicking
go
like
back
that.
and rewatch that, but we don't think it's worth it because there's just too much going on over here. We need to keep the cameras.
Live.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. What is happening?
That was a very.
2 yellows and a red. Was it a second yellow?
Yeah, it was a second yellow for number 30. I think it was also for number 19, but I don't think he called that. Unless I'm wrong, but number 30 definitely threw a little fit out there. That is something you don't want to do when you're in a game, especially when you're down 2-0. It's to lose
Down
a man.
2-0. Union Maricopa are now down a man. Playing with 10 people on the field is a challenge, especially when you're down by 2 goals. But I've seen it happen before. I've seen comebacks like this happen, and I think that they,
There's
if they
always
stay,
room for comeback. Yes.
because we've seen it before. The Las Vegas Legends lost against Worldwide Problems in the Nisa Nation regional final. Happened exactly here in this stadium too. You guys may recall it from a few months ago, maybe half a year ago. You can rewatch that on our channel. But Worldwide Problems was down a man, and they were able to defeat the Legends surprisingly with 2 excellent goals. And that was a great game that we were there for. So I've seen these things happen.
I
Many
believe
things
I watched
possible.
that in my bed actually. That was before.
Oh yeah,
That was before. started
I appreciate you
commentating, yeah.
tuning in. I didn't even know that. Cross in
Beautiful
for Sin
cross.
City. Ooh,
Number 19 looked like he wanted to bike that. He looked like he wanted to bike that so bad.
he's good. I know that he's willing to try different
Yes.
things like that, and he's willing to
He's an amazing player.
give it an
yes.
opportunity. Let's see if I can rewatch that on the replay.
I don't know if you can see he was getting the wind up.
It's a good look. Goes straight to his feet. But
Straight
he
through his feet.
he didn't anticipate that it was going to fall directly to his feet.
Yeah,
But that walk of shame definitely.
I've had that more than once.
Oh, haven't we all?
Great bounces in the midfield. A little bit too much on that ball. That could have been dangerous. They're fighting for the corner.
Sin City FC get the ball back. They'll try to look for a pass in the middle. Keep it simple on the ground and get an interception by Union Maricopa. They'll look to create an opportunity here. Try to push it middle. Try to find options middle. Number 11 still with the ball. Loses it.
I don't know if you noticed, but this is something that's really long ball. Wow, that's really upsetting me with the Union. Is I don't know if you saw when he gave up that ball and they put the cross and he flopped. You could
Yeah.
definitely tell that they're running their emotions and they're high right now. And if it keeps going up this way, they're gonna be in a lot of trouble. I think that they should get their emotions in check. They look like they're upset.
A little frustrated, you
Yeah.
can say. Oh, good header, but
Just
offside. That was a good idea. 39th minute, approaching the 40th minute in the half. We'll have 5 minutes left before stoppage time. We don't know how much the referee is going to add here, but we do think that it won't be too much. Halftime is usually about 10 minutes long, but
Beautiful
here's
ball
Sin City
fight,
on the
good
attack. Can they
throw
finish here? 1v1 against the goalie.
Goal!
Plays so well. Plays so well for Sin City FC to the bottom right corner. What a great goal, a delicious goal. He placed it so well.
Got
And
past the keeper again.
got past through the keeper.
Wow.
The keeper did predict that he was going to shoot it the right way,
Just
but
right under
he was
him.
just a little too quick. Look at that. Boom. Right to the bottom right corner.
Beautifully placed ball, beautifully stricken. That was a perfect goal.
That was awesome. That
Great
was awesome.
celebration too. Little fist bump in the air.
And that is 3-0 in the first half for Sin City FC. That was a great through ball. Sin City are really good in creating and also finishing their opportunities, especially when it's 1v1 situations like that.
They're so good at 1v1s.
They are.
Offensively and defensively. Maricopa seem to have fallen apart quite a bit since that.
Maricopa is struggling. I hope that they come back. I hope we see something different.
Yes, I want to see. I want to see.
Trying to through ball. Good left. That is not an offsides. That is a good through ball, but a little bit too much. Too much.
A little bit less. That could have been very dangerous. That could have been a goal. We're hoping to see a Union goal soon. We have a little pause and play. Not sure what's going on. Long throw and just a handball by number 8. The arm was a bit high. I don't know what he's trying to prove, but this could really change the game when they're at this point. If they play the ball just right, this could be very dangerous, even though it looks far out. If they take their time. Great cross. Just in the middle.
Can Union finish this? They're in the box, and they're in the box, and they finish it, and they
Goal!
do! Finally!
That is the goal
Yes!
we have been waiting for.
Yes!
The wheels are moving for Union.
This is what we've been wanting to see. This is what we've been waiting for, ladies and gentlemen. Finally, Maricopa was able to get the ball into the net. Again, looking a little, under pressure here. Not really trying to. They don't really know what they're doing, but they were able to finish that opportunity, and they were able to get it in there. And it's finally 3-1 onto the scoreboard here.
Hopefully, this will settle their nerves a bit. We can get some more goals going.
Yeah, finally. But the thing is, though, is again, like I was saying, they look a little out of place.
Yeah.
It's not like that goal was an established goal like Sin City did with their previous goal. It's not like that. It just looks like that they just, were fighting for it in the box, and they were able to just get a little kick into the center of the field. Goalie makes a mistake here.
Ooh.
But that was great. That was great. That was an excellent way to make use of your opportunities for sure.
Definitely. Hopefully there's more goals. I want to see how long I can get my...
4 goals in the first half, Ami.
Yeah.
I think this is pretty solid. You can't say it's a boring game.
Not at all.
It does feel a little slow at times, with the intensity a little bit. But overall, not bad. Good throw in. Sin City maintain possession here. They'll try to bump it over and try to look for a handball. Ref does not call that. Play on. Sin City get the ball back. Dishes it off to the left to number 0. Can he look to find options in the middle? He does.
Cross.
Can they finish?
Just a missed touch by 99.
They'll look to refresh the ball. They'll look to repass it back. Sin City have an opportunity here
Another great ball.
to get another ball in. Can he finish? Can he finish? Can he finish?
What?
Wow, bounced off. Should
Wow.
be a corner kick there. That was a great opportunity.
That was a beautiful defensive move, if I must say.
Very
Just
good.
headed that right over the...
Well, we watched that on the Unity Views instant replay before they do the corner kick here. You can see they try to reset the play there. Gets the opportunity to cut middle, and it was a good finesse shot. It just bounced off the other players. And if it didn't, then I'm sure that would have been 4-1. Quick play here on the corner kick.
A little bit too much room.
Try to cross it again.
And a goal.
And they get in there for 4-1. Sin City FC.
Union were pleading for an offsides. I don't believe that was offsides.
Not at all.
Nope.
That was a great goal
Beautiful header. Straight to the
by
bottom corner.
99 on Sin City. You can see that from the corner kick. They kept it short. They were looking for that player to just make that cross in from outside the box.
Mm-hmm.
A great vision. Sin City has been so good this entire game with their crossing, with their delivering of the ball. That was awesome.
Again, their keeper, the Union keeper, just keeps stepping out a bit too much.
Yeah, and now we're in stoppage time. So that was 11 seconds before, I believe, the stoppage time. So that was great.
Great break for Union, just out of bounds. That's unfortunate.
So there'll be 2 minutes added into the game for the stoppage time. And again, to our viewers, thank you guys so much for tuning in. We're going to be going to halftime, and we'll keep it on one camera. Halftime's only typically 10 minutes, so don't go too far. Don't, stay with us. And within 10 minutes after the whistle, we should be back here. We will be back here for a second half. We're working on bringing you guys a halftime show with reporters and some discussions and stuff like that. And I feel like with us commentating for 90 minutes straight that you guys already get enough of us. So we're trying to...
I was just about to say earlier, I mentioned you should give me some pom-poms. I'd be out in there doing some cheerleading, maybe a few backflips.
We appreciate you going the extra mile.
Might need another knee surgery, but you know.
Yeah. Let's keep you up here because
Nope.
it's going to take you an hour to get back up here. Same thing for me too.
It took us way too long to get up here.
But that's what we're doing is we're looking to bring reporters on air to talk about the game, a little controversy, a little whatever, have a good time.
Come join us.
Come join us on set if you
We'd
do
love
want
more.
if you do want experience and you're in Las Vegas or in the Anaheim area. Feel free to reach out to us. We're here on the West Coast doing these live streams, and we'd love to give you guys the opportunity to be a reporter. So if this is something that's on your bucket list or something you're going to school for,
Or something you just want to try for fun.
try for fun. This gives you the opportunity. And that will be halftime. Halftime we're going into, guys. 47 minutes of playtime. And thank
That
you
was a
guys so
crazy
much.
half, yeah.
Thank you. That was a good half. 5 goals in one half. Honestly, we couldn't have asked for a more high-scoring game.
Beautiful.
We hope to see for a second half of something that's high intensity, more goals, maybe a comeback. We want to see some activity here
would
from
love to see a comeback.
from Maricopa. They need to do a little bit more. They'll probably head back to the dressing room, have a little bit of a discussion, and see on what they are going to do next time. So just bear with us. We'll be back in 10 minutes. We're going to put on a clock here for you guys. Put on a clock here. Let's see if I can adjust a little bit. There we go. So 10 minutes, we'll be back, guys. Don't go nowhere. This is Unity View TV. Make sure to give us a subscription. Subscribe to us. We would love to have you guys join us for the next games. Don't go too far. This was Lidor
And Ami.
and Ami. And we'll be back in 10 minutes, guys.
Thank
We'll
you
be
so
right
much,
back.
guys.
Don't go too far, okay?
I'll let you. Yeah, oh no, it's like the middle is like it's locked out. Yeah. Oh, thank you. Oh, no,
Welcome,
no worries.
welcome everybody to the second half of Sin City FC versus Union Maricopa. This is Lidor Bega and
Ami Montoya.
Ami Montoya. Thanks again, Ami, for joining us. We appreciate you guys tuning in, and we look forward to a second half today. And to the people that stayed in the stream for the few minutes while we were kind of just on break here, thank you guys for staying with us. We look forward to the second half. Not too sure on what it entails, if it's more goals or a comeback. Nonetheless, we're here for an exciting second half, and I think that so far what we've seen has been really a productive game. What do you think, Ami?
I think that this game has been extremely exciting. There's its fair share of errors, slowing.
A little slow
yeah.
sometimes.
There's a lot of everything, and you get a taste for the slow parts of the game when they're working the ball. You get the long balls, the crazy volley one-touch shots. You get some one-touch passing in the midfield. You get those wide plays when they switch the ball across the field.
Right.
So we've been getting it all, and it's been a very, very amazing and fun game.
Super fun
Mm-hmm.
to be here.
Yes, a lot of fun. We get some subs.
Got some substitutions on the field. It looks like that there might be it's not a goalie change, was it? What was that? I don't know what that was. I didn't really get to see that. Might have
No,
been
it was not a goal.
No? It's the same guy? Same
Yeah,
guy?
it's the same guy. Their goalkeeper has been very entertaining. Unfortunately, he's had his mistakes, but so has everyone else. But he definitely puts his voice out there, and like when he jumps out for the ball, when he challenges. So he's been fun to watch. Could clean it up just a tiny bit, but otherwise than that, he's definitely let Sin City knows that he is there and he is not afraid at all.
Right. Getting active into the game, showing his presence, his dominance. 4 goals in, but there's only so much that you can really blame a goalie. You know, Union Maricopa has let a lot of cross-ins, a lot of through balls
It's a team.
slip through their
Yeah.
feet.
I'm not specifically blaming the goalkeeper. I could pinpoint, not only for Maricopa, but also for Sin City.
Right,
They've had their times where the defense has kind of lagged a bit,
right.
but otherwise than that, it's an amazing game. It's really fun to watch.
Very fun to watch. Nisa Nation League, the league that kind of dominates in semi-pro. I mean, you got USL and all that stuff, but Nisa Nation feels a little bit more close-knit to the community.
Very community driven. It's a lot of fun.
Yes.
I love these leagues.
I'll tell you what is fun. You weren't here for, but for Villarreal, when the Las Vegas,
Las Vegas United,
that was a
yes.
fun game.
I saw some clips about that.
Yeah.
It looked amazing.
It was a super fun game. But it was great, and
It probably was a bit of a rivalry too. I know that.
it was because they're sister clubs. They own kind of each other now.
When I played with LV United, we spent so much time in the Villarreal training. Their little training house, but like they had a little business where we would train indoors when the weather was not in our favor outside. And so the clubs are very close. They work together a lot. Sent each other some amazing players. We got some coaches from Villarreal last season,
Right.
straight from Spain. And they're amazing. So I bet that was fun.
Yeah.
Kind of sad that I missed it, but
It's okay. Hopefully next time.
yes, definitely next time.
But they have such a cool fan base because of like all the kids
The
that are enrolled
kids.
into the academy and they're watching their coaches play, and that was really fun to watch. And we'll bring you guys more stuff like that. Referee's looking to start the half. We're waiting for him to blow his whistle. Here we go. 45 minutes to go. This is the second half.
The final stretch.
Carlos says, "Go Maricopa." Yeah, we got a lot of Maricopa fans.
Yes, we do. Yeah.
We appreciate you Maricopa fans tuning in for the game. We would love to have you guys join us again. Oh, a little spinning move, number 7.
Beautiful cross out wide. Just a little bit too much time.
Sin City got the ball in the middle. They'll look to refresh it, maybe pass the ball back. Number 10, I believe, still with the ball. Dishes it to 4.
These are the times that I talk about when Sin City really work the ball. They're making little diamonds. If you look close, they move the ball. There's a little diamond.
Yeah.
Beautiful one-touch passing.
Nice lob to the other side of the field. One touch back. Sin City looking for options in the middle. Kind of see on how quick the ball moves on the turf. Here's Sin City.
Great defending by Maricopa.
That'll be a throw-in. Sin City with the shot on goal. Great stop by the goalie there. Excellent stop. It was a powerful shot. Finally, we get to see some power shots on goal.
Yes, that's what we've been missing.
We'll rewatch on the Unity Views instant replay. It was a good shot.
A lot of pace on it.
Yep. Excellent. They got to keep doing that. We need to see more of that.
A lot more, yes.
It'll go out of bounds, and that will be Sin City's ball for a throw-in. Sin City will look to refresh the ball in the back, take their time. They're up by 3 goals, which is quite a good sum of goals. They'll look to keep their lead and not try to slip up. The clean sheet is already out of the equation, but they'll continue to try to remain on top here, on top of the standings. Sin City and Las Vegas United are competing for the 2nd place in this conference. Kind of curious on how this season will end.
It's going to go out with a bang.
I wonder what they're doing with the finals and how that's going to be, because I know that Nisa Nation did it where you would win the regional final and then you would play the final in New York or something like that. I
believe last time it was at a USL Championship Stadium in Orange County. I think the Legends. Beautiful ball, just wrongly timed, but I remember that the Legends, I think it was for Nisa, and they played at the Orange County Stadium. It was a beautiful stadium. Great, real grass.
Where they play?
Orange County?
Orange County Stadium.
California, yes.
A lot better grass there than it is here, I'll tell you that. Sin City on the run here. Will try to make a good through ball. Good look. Maybe a shot on goal. Tries to draw the penalty. Does not get the penalty. It was the ball was touched first on that tackle. Ooh. There we go, Sin City.
Beautiful workaround. Unfortunately, that was just a little bit too.
Sin City with the defense, and they get the ball back. Take their time. Tire out their opponents. You can see that Union, although that they had their 10 minutes to recoup and regroup and get a good, breather going, it looks like that they're still kind of tired from the first half.
Even, I don't know if you saw, but even the referee is stretching. He's tired. Beautiful ball. Switch, just too much on it. Seems like now Sin City FC are struggling with the power on their switches. Beautifully played ball through the middle.
Let's see, Union one-on-one. Can they finish?
Beautiful one-on-one save.
What a save by the goalie there. What a great save.
Anticipated it and got it right.
What a great save. We'll rewatch that on the Unity Views instant replay real quick. That was a great save by the goalie. It was a great opportunity for Union they had a one-on-one opportunity. The goalie was waiting for that. It was a predictable shot. Should have kept it to the low and close corner. Deflected off the goalie.
Just let it go through. That was.
Sin City continues with possession in the ball here. They lose the ball. Union on the attack here. It's 2 against 2, 3 against 2. 3 on 2. They got to do something here. They got to pull it off. And the ball goes out of bounds.
Oh, I thought that was offsides. That wasn't?
No, out of bounds. Throw in.
I believe that if that Maricopa player played it to the left instead of the right, that would have been a more dangerous. It looked like he had more room. Just not the right choice. bit of a slow game right now.
A little bit, exactly. Little
lot
game,
more working
game
ball.
of ping pong here.
Yeah. Not too much to talk about.
Sin City is dominating in possession here in the middle of the field. They're kind of taking their time, getting the defenders involved. They don't really care. It's 4-1 to them.
Now it's just make the other team tired.
Make the other team tired, drain them out. Good 1-2. Sin City loses the ball.
Maricopa play back. They get ready for their attack. Beautiful long ball.
They'll fight for it. They'll fight for it.
But Sin City, their defenders just get back just in time. I don't know if you remember, but last game we talked about the width of the field.
Right.
That looked nice.
Well, that was a good ball. Can they get a shot? He'll try to check middle. Ooh, kept it near, kept it close. That was a great idea. Just didn't fall through.
Beautiful.
But that's what I was saying is that, sometimes like it's just the shots are a little bit more predictable, and doing something like that is considered the right move to do. So he did it right. He just didn't finish it.
To me, it looked like he was offsides.
Yeah, that's what it looked like. But referee didn't call that or anything like that.
But as I was saying, you can tell that just like the other fields, these are they're not wide at all. You can see how thin the field is.
Right.
And how much closer the game is.
Sin City with the ball. Can they get a strike on goal?
Just high.
Way too high. That'll be a goal kick. Good look, Mill tried to place it. Should have just went with a strike. Should have just went for it. Try to get a little too fancy.
Sin City with a change of so far, I believe the player of the game.
Yeah, this guy's really good. He's known to be that.
Get some fresh legs. We can see if we could turn from 4-1 to 5 or possibly 6.
The starters get to rest a little bit now. They did their job, and they'll take their sweet time by letting players that normally don't get the chance to, or at least get them the opportunity to play.
We hope that they take this opportunity and they take it.
Number
really
7, Sin City FC. Will we see some 7 quality goal? CR7 quality of goals. We would love to. Subscribe.
You can see how much the red card earlier really affected this game.
Oh, absolutely. It definitely did.
When you looked in the high ball, you saw like it was dominated by pink shirts. You can see all the red shirts are pretty much defense. And drop lower, they have like no attack. So that's very unfortunate. And with these high balls, it's really taking a toll. And
Yeah.
you see it was a bit too high, so they lost a player.
Just ran away from his own ball there. Union are kind of slipping around. Ooh, good
Beautiful
pass.
ball.
Good through ball
Amazing
action
ball.
here. Can they finish it off? They have to. They need to do something. Place it in the
1-1.
corner. And
What
again,
a save!
off the hands of the keeper. What a save of the goalie here from the goalie. Excellent save. We're going to rewatch that real quickly, but there's going to be we might have to cut away from that. We might have to cut away from that only because there's a corner kick happening, and we don't want to miss that. But you could see that this was just a quick one-on run. He should have kept it low, kept it hard, but he didn't end up doing that. He just tried to place it in there, and
like you were
goalie
saying
was ready.
earlier, a bit predictable, but
Very predictable.
that was definitely hit with some venom, and that was a great shot. Just goalkeeper guessed right. That was not the greatest.
Not a great cross either. Nobody was there. Sin City are on the attack now, and they'll look to switch the ball around. They'll try to look right and send the player to go through. Number 30 with the ball. He'll look for options. He'll try to continue running down line. He's got some long legs. He'll still go. He'll continue with the ball. He'll try to look middle. Crosses it in, keeps it on the ground. Sin City.
One touch. Oh, jeez.
Way too high again. Got to keep it low. Got to keep it controlled. But that was a great opportunity from number 30, giving it to his teammates there in the center of the field.
I have to say, I saw another one of my biggest pet peeves is, I think it's the left back from Maricopa. He just gave up. I don't know if you saw, he either lost that battle or just kind of
Right.
stopped. That really can affect the game, especially. You know, there's not as much time, but things can still happen, like always.
Not as much time. Anything can happen. You can score 2 goals in 2 minutes.
But that is not a good reason to give up. That really
Definitely not.
looked lazy, and now the Maricopa player has to go up the stands. Oh no, they got a ball for him. They need to get ball boys.
We got a good amount of consistent viewers on this stream. Thank you again so much for tuning in, guys. We wouldn't be here without y'all. Feel free to share this with your friends. For next time, we do have another game tomorrow. We want you guys there for that as well. And all of the upcoming productions that we have this season. We're pretty booked out for this summer here, so stay tuned for some cool games.
It's gonna be a great summer. Just a
Gives up
little
the
bit
ball.
of miscommunication. This could
Number
be
11.
dangerous.
Tries to pass it middle. Union with the ball. Can they get a strike
Took
on
the
goal?
shot.
Good strike.
Oh.
And a great save by the goalie.
I'm not sure if that would have made it in if the goalie didn't have to go full stretch, but he was in the air.
We'll rewatch that in the Unity Views instant replay just to see on what is going on. People in the comments are saying that the referee is good, that he's making the good decisions. So that's actually really good reviews. Good reviews on the referee.
That's the first time I heard that in a while.
I know, right?
Mm-hmm. Especially with some of the refs here in Vegas. Nice little
Best
chip.
ref in Vegas, Brian says. Well, here's Sin City. They're going to be in the middle. They're going to dish it off to the right. Number 10 with the ball. Can he get in? He cuts left. Tries to place it in there. That was a great idea.
Straight to the keeper.
Straight to the keeper's hands. But good, good. We're seeing these shots on target. We're starting to see a little bit more momentum here, a little bit more excitement. Finally, this is what we've been craving for, guys.
Yes. High ball. That looked like a little shove in the back. I don't know if that was a foul or not.
Sin City are saying, hey, let's slow it down. Let's stay composed. Let's not let the defending errors that we've been doing the last, I don't know, few possessions, giving Union the little opportunities to sneak back into the game. They're looking to slow down, take their time, have a laugh, move the ball around, take it easy, play on their toes. Good through ball there.
Just a bit too much. The defender got in front of that one. Is that a double substitution?
Double substitution for Union Maricopa.
Get some fresh legs.
Fresh legs over there. Honestly, I wish I had a fresh leg. Don't you?
Mm-hmm. You could have one. I'll take the other. Oh, never mind. We both have the right leg already wrapped up.
Oh yeah. We both got our right knees wrapped up. I'm in this cast here, and you're wearing this gauze over here.
The splint.
Both of us went through these procedures, and kind of wish it was us down there.
Honestly, I love commentating more.
Commentating's fun, you
It's so
know.
much
You
more-
gotta.
I prefer it over playing. There's not as much stress on my body, and
Definitely not. I mean, it is tiring. Don't get
Oh,
me
yeah,
wrong.
it's still
Setting this
tiring.
up
It's
and
hot
doing
in
all this,
here.
it's all very tiring. But nonetheless, it's a
get
lot easier during the game.
you also get a bit more freedom to choose where you want to go. And a team, sometimes you can, you sign a contract, you're locked. I've always wanted to live in LA. I'm getting ready
okay.
to do that hopefully soon. So
Really?
get that
What's in
little
there for you?
college. I want to go to USC.
You want to go to USC? What are you trying to go to learn over there?
I'm not sure what commentating falls under.
Journalism.
Journalism? Yeah, I guess journalism.
UNLV has a really good journalism school. A lot of us UNLV crew members here, including myself, came and graduated from the UNLV School of Journalism Media Studies. Really, really good program. You should check that out too. USC, I'm sure, has a great one too. But
I love
honestly,
LA.
I will say this wholeheartedly, and I hope that UNLV's JMS program and the UNLV TV program are listening, but I do think that UNLV's program can go head-to-head with even USC's.
Really?
I'm telling you, they're so amazing. Strike on goal for Union, too far to the left.
I do have to say, I think it's a weather thing also.
Oh, absolutely. You land in LA.
Beautiful
or,
weather.
You go out there and, the air is a little bit different.
Shout out to my girlfriend, who hopefully I can go there with. That would be amazing.
She lives over there?
No.
You guys doing long distance? I know what that's like.
We're doing long distance, but she's not in LA. Thankfully, she's a bit closer.
All right.
She's watching right now. So.
Union tried to get a little bit of a volley up there, but substitution on the field again.
Looks like another double substitution. They're really taking advantage of these subs now.
Yeah.
Late in the game, best to not slump over and fall off and keep it up. For both teams, not just Sin City or Union.
These kits look new to me, but they kind of give off a classic feel. I don't know. It kind of looks a little nostalgic, a little bit.
I like that they look a bit baggy.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You could tuck it into your pants, look like the old R9. A little bit of a long switch. Sin City are definitely taking as much time as they possibly can. They have slowed this game down a lot. As they send a really nice ball up.
Oops.
A little bit of pushing and shoving. Great defending done by Union. This guy's been great. Lost the ball. Oh. Is that out of bounds?
I believe that it is a throw-in for Sin City.
Mm-hmm. Wasted no time on that throw-in.
Ooh, 50-50 ball.
They both look a little sloppy on their passes.
I know, it looks a little sloppy here. We'll see what we can do or what they can do. Union is back with Sin City's back with the ball here. Ouch.
That's definitely a card. That was really dangerous
Ouchie.
by Union. Ooh. Was that Union or Sin City?
It looked like they were both trying to go for the ball here. I don't think the referee's going to hand out any.
50-50.
He's not going to hand out anything from his pocket here, but you can see that it was both were trying to go for that challenge. Oof. Luckily, nobody got hurt on that one.
Yeah, that was a 50-50. Very painful and very scary. Oof. I always hate when you hear those collision. You can hear them like hit.
Battle Anthony. Hey, no pegame la primera.
Is it working?
Yeah, now it's working.
That jack came out.
Let's see now. Let's see now, guys. Apologies on the technical issues here. Been having some stuff here going on. Will be a substitution on the field. I don't know if you guys caught that. I wish you guys heard us. We were so loud with that goal, that Ibona that happened on that 5th goal.
That's so unfortunate.
They weren't able to
Oh
hear
my
us?
gosh, no.
Oh my gosh, that was such a great goal.
Yes, now it's back up.
Now it's working?
Yeah.
Guys, that was such a crazy goal, guys. Unbelievable goal. We don't know what kind of happened with that blackout over there. We're not too sure what happened, but we were so ecstatic up here. You guys missed it, but that was, I mean, you guys watched it. You guys saw it, but
Hopefully you did a little bit of commentating on your own and screaming.
I know. I apologize, guys. I don't know what happened
that
back here. Our mixer
sucks.
kind of died out here, but it just, that was a fabulous goal.
Mm-hmm.
Fabulous. We were on our toes. That
Now
was
either
crazy.
Union or Sin City have to pay back with another one. I'm not leaving until they get another great goal.
Right.
Is this one still on?
Testing. I
Getting
hope they
some
can hear
slow-
us. Yeah.
When I had the phone, they could hear us, so I
Yeah.
believe we're good. Thank you.
No foul, Tony. Yes. Mano, Michael, mano.
Trying to, sometimes with live streaming, guys, it just happens where
It
commentating,
just shuts off.
sometimes there's little technical glitches that we're trying to figure out, and we were resilient enough to get the stream back up like super quick before it crashed, but I guess it messed up with our audio levels a little bit, and that was tough. Again, we didn't mean to miss that commentary goal for the 5th one, because that was an insane goal. That is definitely one from our highlight reels. Like, that's insane.
Definitely, yeah.
Insane goal. We apologize for that.
We're still in that little period of slow play. Great ball. That was not offsides. Poorly placed cross. I don't know if that was a cross or a through ball.
Sin City look for another opportunity here. Great shot.
Beautiful cross, one touch cross. Just hit a bit too hard, I believe. Great interception. We're getting some more of those triangles that I mentioned earlier. I love seeing those triangles, the one touch. Great through ball. Looked like it wasn't timed just right, but that was perfect. If he timed his run a little bit later, I believe.
Corner kick for Sin City FC. We are approaching the 80th minute, less than 2 minutes away from the 80th minute.
Mm-hmm.
Making it only 10 minutes left into the game. Pretty quick half here. One full of excitement and a beautiful goal as we saw before. Sin City would look to launch this ball into the center of the field. Get another header in potentially.
Just high.
A little too high.
So far, their shots have been in the yellow post. I think they're getting a bit too eager now that they have that 5-1 lead. They want to...
Yeah, they'll take their time with it.
They just want to try anything now. Now it's like you can have fun. So a bit inconsistent and crazy from Sin City.
Back into the game. Only a little bit left.
That didn't look like that went out for Sin City unless I missed that.
Well, he was fighting for the ball. He was telling referee like that was us.
Mm-hmm. Played out wide. Great ball, just too much on it. They've been playing a lot of balls with way too much power on them. Over the head. Some great midfield battles. Perfectly timed tackle. Beautiful slide tackle. Another long ball. This time it was a bit better placed. Running it perfectly poked out by Union. I love those defending plays. Unfortunate slide tackle. Calls for a penalty. I'm not too sure what happened. Referee's having none of it. Definitely a very, very slow game right now.
A little bit.
On the break for Union, a little bit wide. Could still make something out of that. Unfortunately, there was nobody in the box for Union. One guy and 4 defenders. They need to send some more players. Unfortunately, they're still down a man from the red card earlier, but they still have a few attackers. I believe that they sent off a right back. They need to send more people into that box if they wish to score another goal or at least get close to it. Offensively, Maricopa have been non-existent.
Luis Chavez says that it was spell back here. It was a nice 5th goal. It was a beautiful.
It was beautiful.
It was beautiful. Again, we wanted to. I don't know if you guys were able.
Sorry to interrupt. Great play. Just a little bit. Oh, number 9 looked like he thought on that for a bit too long. He would have released it sooner. That could have been a goal. And I'm sorry to interrupt. But
no, you're good. I just I'm kind of bummed out because, like I was saying, we were really excited back here to watch that. We were very loud and obnoxious, but
I think we let it all out on that goal.
It's just unfortunate because I don't think anybody heard that.
Yeah.
We're sorry for that, for the technical issue on that, but I'm glad you guys were able to see that at least, at the very least.
Beautiful goal. Sin City keeping so far probably over 90% of the ball. We get a run in.
Sin City on the run here.
Take the shot. Oof, just curled in a bit too much.
God, I'm so bummed out by that 5th goal. Like, how did we not get that? Seriously?
Out of all the times it had to just stop, it had to be
Seriously?
the one goal.
Unreal, unreal. Literally, this was going to be our perfect broadcast. No drop, no issues with the stream.
Beautiful
just
setup.
weird glitch at
Yeah.
the wrong time. Five minutes left in the half, and Sin City will look to maybe get a shot on goal. Tries to look for his friends in the middle. Kind of just went off Maricopa's feet. Maricopa look to turn this around, and well, it's a little too late for that, but they'll look to continue with their opportunities.
Amazing ball.
Good through ball.
One-on-one opportunity. If he can make anything out of
Try
that.
to cut in middle. Where's he going with this? Soft.
Great
Soft.
defensive
Still with the
work.
ball. Nothing worked out.
Amazing defensive work. He blocked that ball, I think, twice. That was a beautiful touch by the midfield. Oh my gosh, through the leg. Pretty poor defense right now from Union. Man,
Sin City are
wide
one
open
on
in the
one.
middle.
One on one, one on one, one on one.
Beautiful save by the goalkeeper. He could have chipped that right over the head.
Unbelievable. How do you miss that?
That should be a routine goal.
Chance is still with them. Could have been a great opportunity to make it 6-1.
Looks like a Union player went down. I don't know if there was any injury with that. Hopefully not. As play resumes, and Sin City are doing so well
A
defensively.
lot
right
better now. Yeah, a lot better. Confidence is up. Momentum is running. They'll look to pass it to the right. Little through ball, maybe. Strike on goal.
Oof, just wide.
Tried to be a little selfish with that, and honestly, I respect it considering the score, but
Yeah.
could have been an easy pass off to the left, but he chose to shoot it, which was just a little bit too much to the right here.
I believe any other circumstance that would have been a substitution.
You're right. I mean, like, look at this, because he had a good dish. Boom. You had two options right there, but just decided to take it himself.
Yeah.
Nonetheless, it was a good shot. It wasn't
It wasn't
completely
a bad
off.
shot,
It
no.
wasn't a bad shot.
Worth a try, but definitely probably would have been a goal. Oof.
A little shove. No call from the referee.
call.
He used a little bit of his hip to do that. That is a call.
I don't.
That should be a call.
Yeah.
That was illegal contact. You can't use your hip like that. You can
No
use
play
your,
of
you
the
can use
ball
your
and the shoulders.
you can
I
use your
believe.
shoulder,
Yeah.
of course. You can use shoulders. Three minutes left in the second half, everybody. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you to everybody that's tuned in and watched our 50-plus viewers today. We hope that you enjoyed this experience so far. Every game we're trying to do a little bit better and get a little bit more, less technical issues, as they say. You know, it happens once in a while. We literally lost the best goal. I mean, you guys saw it, but we weren't there for it. Audio issues there, whatever. Nonetheless, every game is we're looking to do a little bit more, and we're excited and we're happy to be here. And
Could have saved a few eardrums, maybe.
honestly, I think that was for the best. Now that you mention it.
They didn't have to hear our screechings, but
Nonetheless, it was a very good and pleasant game. Pretty exciting. A little bit slow at times, but, you know, we still got some 6 goals today, which, you know, in the soccer world, you can't really complain about that.
a lot of action. Definitely what I love to see when I'm commentating.
Definitely. Well, here's Sin City FC trying to make the most of their opportunities while the game is still running. It'll go out of bounds for a throw-in for Union Maricopa. 10 p.m. here in Vegas. Game is running very late today. I think we had a little bit of a late start.
Very not on time.
Very late game, guys. Usually it's not really like this. By 10 o'clock, we're usually out of here.
Beautiful switch caught by the goalkeeper. I definitely feel more tired than the players out on that pitch. It's been a long, eventful night.
Right. Same here. Maybe it's from all the painkillers that we're on.
I think so. I took one not too long ago, and I'm feeling good. So if I start speaking gibberish, you know where I'm at.
Makes sense. Less than a minute left. We wonder how many minutes they're going to add into the stoppage time. Probably not a lot considering the scoreboard here. Kind of try to minimize the pain and suffering that the Maricopa are going through right now.
We have so many beautiful Maricopa fans in here. We should keep it short and sweet.
Yeah, we appreciate you guys. It looks like there's going to be 3 minutes added. 3 minutes.
3 minutes.
3 minutes. 3 minutes, guys. As a reminder, tomorrow we're doing also another live stream for Las Vegas United. A good shot on goal for Sin City FC.
Straight at the keeper.
Catch us tomorrow. We should be live at 7:30 around those times. And we look to have you guys back here for that.
Even those Maricopa fans, hopefully you think about coming back.
Yeah, hopefully
Maybe
we'll get to
there's
broadcast you guys.
Nothing on.
Hopefully we'll get to broadcast you guys a little bit later on in the future.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, it's been a blast. I think we also have games coming up next week. We're going to be super busy next week and try to get maybe a game or two in for then on the 17th. So stay tuned for that as well. And then we also have a game on the 24th. So we'll be back for quite some amount of days.
You got us for you get to hear our voices a lot more.
It's a good striking attempt. Out of bounds again. Sin City look for Union to make a mistake here, but referee's going to call it. That is the game.
Wow, he called it very early.
He called it a minute
Wow.
early. But that's okay because this was the score that we got. This is the final game, guys. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Final score is Sin City 5, Union Maricopa 1. This was a pretty entertaining game, and we appreciate you guys so much for joining us. Look forward to tomorrow. This was Lidor.
And Ami.
Ami, thank you so much for joining us. We'll be
Thank you
back
so
here
much for
tomorrow,
having me,
guys.
guys.
Thank you for tuning in. And subscribe, follow us on Instagram and on YouTube, and we promise you won't regret it. We'll be back here and be doing this a lot more often. So thank you guys so much, and stay tuned for the next one.
Thank you so much.